show now, press 1 to hear important instructions.
This is kind of
It
weird.
appears you're calling
Let's
back
get it
into a
pop.
live
Let's
show.
get it poppy,
We're
yeah.
reconnecting you now.
I what? It's the daily go get up Mism show, and we are here and we live and direct. It's gonna be y'all right. It's time to connect with y'all, and we gonna do the damn thing. Yeah. What's going on? S Cook is all up in the house. How you feeling right now? Yeah. How you feeling this morning? I hope everything is going on, dawning. Making that right. We're going to do this thing in the morning. That's right. It's the Daily Go Get 'Em Ism show, baby. It's the Daily Go Get 'Em Ism show on this Saturday morning. I hope y'all feeling good. I'm feeling all right. It's time to get this thing game tight. Word. And this morning we're talking about black generational curses versus everybody else's. What's a black generational curse? We gonna talk about it, be about it, gonna make sure and make it right. Hey yo, Emily Dunlap is in the house. How you feeling? How you feeling? Good to see me, some you. That's my word. I guess it's true. We got it going on. It's the daily go get up. And it's time to start the show. So let's rock, y'all. So this morning we're talking about black generational curses. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Do you understand what we're talking about when we say black generational curses? A generational curse is something negative that happens in a family generation after generation. It's like a vicious cycle. You know, in the black community, we have like vicious cycles of poverty. Well, when we talk about generational curses, we're talking about things that will apply to the people in your family, and it's consistent. But when you talk about black generational curses, you're talking about these things in a negative way that apply to black people. Now, some of these things may really apply to black people, and some of them may not exactly apply to black people. So we're going to talk about it this morning, and we're going to be about it this morning, and we're going to get it pop word. So how y'all feeling this morning, man? Yo, Urban Therapy with Sun 752 with this your daily. The daily go get 'em Ism show. We do this every single day. Every day it rains. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. I'm your host, Sun 752. AKA Omar with the and if you can't say Omar with the well, then you just say Omar with the R. It's the Daily Go Get 'Em Ism show, and it's going down, and it's about to be on and popping, and everything is going to be all right. So let's get this thing. Let's get this show on the road. It's going to be all right. It's going to be okay. We do this thing like every day. What you say now? Black generational curses, what you know. The reason that I was inspired to do this show this morning is simple. I saw a meme in the group. I saw a meme in the group yesterday about breaking these black generational curses, and I wasn't feeling it. I was not feeling. I was like, wait a minute. They may be generational curses, but I don't agree that they are black generational curses. Now, I know some black generational curses. I know some black generational curses, and these just don't seem to fall under the umbrella of a generational curse. So this is what we want to do this morning. What we want to do is we want to separate a black generational curse from a generational curse that may apply to a bunch of other races, cultures, ethnic groups, families, countries, states, cities, whatever, gender, whatever. There are some generational curses out there that are identifiable in the black community, and I just want to identify them and separate them from the other ones, because there's no doubt that we have our own set of problems in the black community. We don't need to lump our issues, our problems, our exclusive problems and issues in with anybody else's. You know, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, you know, talk about the generational curses from the meme, and then we're going to talk about any generational curses that y'all may be familiar with, that y'all may know, that we can outline, identify, and see what kind of solutions that we can come up with in order to quell those, to solve those. What ideas do you have? What have we done so far to implement them? What have we done in our own families to stop generational curses? What's going on, Annette Davis, the number one? Annette Davis, the number one. What's going on? It's good to see me, some you, and it's always good too. And I am so glad that you came through. That's the truth. And you know that it is. We are about to handle some family biz. Yes, we is. Yes, we is. You the Miz. All right, so let's get it popping, y'all. Black generational curses. What y'all know? What y'all know? Black generational curses versus everybody else's generational curse. That is what we are talking about this morning. What's the difference between a black generational curse and a generational curse that may apply to a bunch of different or other generational curses with other races, colors, ethnic groups, cultures, that kind of stuff. So that's what we're doing this morning. That is what we're doing. It's a black thing, but some black things ain't a black thing, you know, where people saying that they are a black thing. Now here is the post that sparked the inspiration for this show this morning. And I was going back and forth with some people over this meme, this post, because I just didn't agree with it. Now, just because some of these things may apply to black people or black people that we know, it doesn't mean that it applies to the majority of black people. And I'm talking about things, when I say a generational curse, I'm talking about a significant portion of the black community that is affected by these generational curses. I'm talking about the things that can affect us in society. And I'm not just talking about it on an individual basis, you know, but I'm talking about these things that affect us as a people, affect us as a community, affect us as a society, affect us as a family, affect us as an individual, and affect our ability to be able to enjoy a decent quality of life that we should all be able to enjoy. So here is the title of the meme that inspired this show this morning. I'm breaking all these fucked up black generational curses. I actually have to answer this. Hold on, y'all. Hello? No, I left. After I saw you, I left. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Okay. There are some pallets in on the F doc, the apron. I saw some pallets out there. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Take care. All right. My bad. hey, you know what I mean? When you're an important man like me, you know, you're gonna answer your work phone. All right. My bad. Okay. So here is the post that inspired this show this morning. It says I'm breaking all these fucked up black generational curses. Number 1, financially cut off at age 16. So I was not aware that black people cut their kids off financially at age 16. My first thought when I saw that was like, where they do that? I don't know a 16-year-old that gets cut off at age 16. If anything, especially nowadays, 16-year-olds are spoiled, and not ready for the world. Here we are talking about, we run around talking about how these millennials are so entitled. They have this sense of entitlement, and that they think that the world owes them something, and they think that they should get everything that they want without having to work for it. How does that jive with being financially cut off at age 16? I just don't agree with that one at all. At all. I don't know anybody who this has happened to. And I mean nobody. Okay, how about this one? Advising a teenager. It's funny that they use the word advise. Advising a teenager that they have to have their shit together by the age of 18 so they can move out. This seems like, okay, let's say that this one is true. Let's just say that this one is true. I know for a fact that this doesn't only apply to black people. I know that for 100% fact, it doesn't apply to all black people. But let's just say that it did. Let's say that this did apply to all black people. What's going on, Carol Chamberlain? Me Favorita is all up in the house. How you feeling, man? Good to see me some you. Word up. Let's say that this did apply to all black people. And I'll read it again for people who are coming into the show. By the way, if you're coming into the show, thanks for coming through on the Daily Go Get Mism show. I'm your host, Sun752. Peace to T. Carey Wright. Thanks for coming through. Let's just say that this was true. Oh, by the way, please hit the like button on y'all way in. Please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel already. And please share the show. Advising a teenager that they have to have their shit together by the age of 18 so they can move out. Let's just assume that this one was true. First of all, I think it's interesting that they use the word advising, because it's like, that's a lot different than telling. Like, look, you better have your shit together by age 18 because you're getting put the fuck out. That's not exactly how this reads. It says advising that they have to have their shit together so they can move out. That sounds like, the way it's written, it sounds like an option to me. It sounds like an option. If I wanted to read it a certain type of way, I could read it like, well, my mom or my dad or my dad advised me that if I'm going to move out at age 18, because maybe I'm the one who wants to move out at age 18. Maybe I don't want to live under my mom and my dad's rules. Maybe I want to be respectful. Maybe I want to have little or no regard for who pays the bills and who does the raising in the house. Maybe at age 18, maybe I needed to be advised to have my shit together if I'm planning to move out at age 18, because maybe my parents are telling me, well, since you want to move out at age 18, so bad you want to be grown. All right. Well, I hope you have a job. I hope you get your shit together. I hope that you're ready to go. I hope that your maturity level is where it needs to be, because I'm not going to pay your rent somewhere else when you could clearly live here. And I'm just saying that I could read it that way because that's the way it's written. Advising a teenager, not telling a teenager, but advising a teenager that they have to have their shit together. Not telling a teenager that they got to get their shit, but they have to have their shit together by the age of 18. What the fuck is going on here? What the hell is happening? All right. That they have to have their shit together by the age of 18 so they can move out. Let's say that was true. I know a lot of people. I know a lot of teenagers, especially when I was growing up, who, like my two sisters. No, my middle sister. Dita was straight on that when I'm 8. I can't wait till I'm 18 so I can be up out of here. I remember her saying it from age 15. So 15, 16, 17, 18. And she did it. Moved out age 18. Back before 19. Out at 18. Back at 18. Out at 18. Back at 18. My mom never told her that she had to have her shit together. She was like, all right, you want to move out? Well, do your thing, man. She helped her. She helped her get her shit, you know. Like, all right, you moving, all right, you moving in, you know, moving in a place, whatever. She moved in my dad's building. Had a roommate, a male roommate, not a romantic roommate. He was helping pay the rent. She wasn't living there for free. All right. Moved out, age 18, you know, she wasn't ready for the world. Wasn't ready for the world at all. Ain't ready to pay them bills. You know, she got a reality check. I'm like, oh, I gotta work. She was in school. I gotta work and go to school. I'm 18. I ain't really gotta go to school. I ain't got to. But I gotta go to work because I gotta back at the crib before age 19. Bottom line, back at the crib before age 19. Like, all right, yeah, it's rough out there. It's a cold world out there. It's rough out there. So I don't consider that to be a generational curse. She wasn't the only teenager that I knew that wanted to move out at age 18 because they wanted to be wild. They wanted to party. They wanted to be free. They wanted to, you know, they wanted to smoke weed and drink and, you know, basically act a fool. She wasn't the only one. So I don't consider that to be a generational curse. You know, I know for a fact that people from other cultures do that shit too. Maybe not Hispanic culture. You know, they live with their parents until they 40. Hey, for whatever reason. But I also know black people who never moved out of their crib also. Plenty. I know families full of them. Like, I think it's odd. But it happens. So I don't accept that one. Okay. Talking down upon your kids. It's an actual fact that there are black parents who talk down on their kids. Yo, you know, cussing at them. Cursing around them, cussing directly at them, bitches, hoes, dumb motherfucker, all that kind of shit. Yup. And we glorify it. How many videos have you put your like stamp on it or laugh stamp on it, you know, emojis on it when they have a man dressed up as a woman supposed to be a black mother cussing her kids out, and you just laughing like, yup, that's how it be. And you ain't gonna be doing this. This ain't your motherfucking house, and you ain't gonna be doing this, and you better do that. But how many times I know you probably have some. You probably saved some, you know, in your inboxes or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I got some. I can play them right now. I don't think that is funny, though. I don't think that is funny. I don't think that you should ever talk down to a child. I don't think that you should ever be anything except for inspirational when it comes to your children. I don't think so. But evidently, a lot of people think, you know, when kids be acting up, when they be acting up, blah, 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 blah. But here's the real reality check. Black people are not the only ones who talk down to their kids. I've been in white homes. I heard this shit. What are you talking about? Especially, listen. How many of y'all have heard Italian women complain about how their mom treated them versus the way that they treated their sons? How I know I've heard it a lot from Italian families. How the boys in the family or the boy in the Italian family is like a king or a prince. And the girl, chopped liver, pushed to the side, dissed, fronted on, second choice, whatever. Yeah, the girl. Yeah, when you get married, you whatever. But other than that, the boy got all of the love. And I've heard black women complain about that with their moms too. So the bottom line is that's not a black generational curse exclusively. White people cuss their kids out. What are you talking about? What are you talking? I mean, this is ridiculous. That's not a black thing. And I know for a fact that Hispanic families do that too. No, they not getting out of this shit. I seen many a Puerto Rican, many a Dominican family, you know what I mean, cuss their kids out. Right there. I've been right there in the living room. Right there. Right there. Let me see. Hold on. Okay. Annette Davis says, I'm feeling like a real woman. Should listening from work. That's what's up. Emily Dunlap says, like sweeping someone's feet with a broom. I hate that, and even more when they spit on the broom. That's superstition. That's not a generational curse. Are you crazy? Okay. All right. Work is work. I understand. You overstaying. That's what I'm talking about. I had to answer that phone. If they call back, I got to answer the phone too. And this is my day off. I went to work this morning and only for a little while. And they still called me. As Cook says, yeah, I never heard of getting cut off at 16. It's ridiculous. Fucking like, I'm not going for that one. Carol Chambers says, I know I wasn't at 16. 16. If they would have said 18, I would have probably said, well, yeah. I wouldn't have liked to have copped out to that, but I could see it. 16? Fuck out of here. Okay, you know how ridiculous that is? You know how I know for a fact that that's bullshit? How many times last year, the year before, because it gets worse every year, how many times have we complained, bitched about all of these parents spending all of this money on these prom send-off parties? Thousands of dollars, limos, high-end sports cars, rented, people, alcohol, weed, and all of this is a big party just for a prom send-off party. Well, that's for a senior prom, and a senior prom means that you're 18 years old. That's 2 years after 16. Now, if we complaining and even taking pictures and videos of all these expensive, lavish prom send-off parties, well, who the fuck is getting cut off at age 16? Who's getting financially cut off at age 16? Somehow it doesn't. It's just me. 319-527-6199. That's the number to call. I said 319-527-6199. Yes, y'all. I said 319-527-6199. Yeah, get on the line. I said 319-527-6199. Yo, get your shine, baby. Okay. Emily says, we don't, because mine are in their 20s, and I'm still there if they need me. Exactly. Annette Davis says, this shit is ridiculous. Sounds crazy. That's what's up. Carol Chambers says, that irks my damn nerves. This ish ain't funny. Word. Annette Davis says, children are so pliable that why we shouldn't talk down to their children. Carol Chambers says, and white kids treat their parents with no respect. Even toddlers do it. We need to stop glorifying white people as being so gentle and so understanding and so passive. Who the fuck taught us how to be so violent if they were so passive? I'm gonna put your. You know what? I ain't gonna do it right now. Because I'm lunching on going down the list. So what we got? Financially cut off at age 16, advising a teenager that they have to have this shit together by the age of 18 so they can move out. talking down to your kids. Next one is taking from your kids when they have the bare minimum to give. Taking from your kids when they have the bare minimum to give. This almost sounds like a teenager wrote this. Because you know what that sounds like to me? It sounds like a teenager who has a after-school job and whose parents said, give me some of your money so I can put it away for you. But Matt may have masked it as rent. Like, yo, you got to pay rent. You making money? All right, you got to pay rent. But maybe not really taking the money as rent. But like, I know you gonna go and fuck this money up. You making your little fast food change and all of that kind of shit. You gonna go out there and buy dumb shit, Jordans, jewelry, long ass eyelashes, makeup, and shit like that. So I'm going to tell you that I'm going to pay your rent because this is the way the world goes. But I'm really just going to put the money away for you so you don't fuck up all of your little money. I'm assuming that's what they mean by this, taking from your kids when they have the bare minimum to give. And how is that a generational curse? So black people are the only ones who contribute to their families? What the fuck? Let's keep it moving. Crushing dreams, telling them that the way to live is to work a 9-to-5 job all their life until it's time to retire at age 66. Then that's when you vacation and relax. I'll read it again. Crushing dreams, telling them that the way to live is to work a 9-to-5 job all their life until it's time to retire at age 66. I thought retirement age was 65, but fuck it. Then that's when you vacation and relax. And that's supposed to be a black generational curse. Did black people decide what the retirement age was for working? Did they decide that? Did they decide that? Was it a black person who made the retirement age 65? I'm just asking. Was it a black person that reduced it to age 62 for partial retirement? I'm just asking. Is it true that no white people work until age 65? Is that just a black thing? Is it only black people who encourage their children to go get a job? White people don't do that. They don't tell them that you need to go get a job, make something out of yourself, stay out of trouble. No, only that's just a black thing. Not telling them to go start up a business or whatever. So all of these people who work in the union are they all black people? Because they all have 9-to-5 jobs. Anybody who works in the union on any level has a 9-to-5 job and looks forward to retirement at age 65. So there must be no white union members who had families who grew up in families who told them to go join the union and you'll have a job for life until retirement. That's a black thing? Because I didn't know. I did not know. As Cook says, perhaps they've never been around other cultures. Yeah, it sounds like they haven't been around their own. I mean, you know what I mean? Pardon my candor, but what the fuck is these niggas talking about? You know what I mean? Okay, let's keep it moving. Okay, Annette Davies says the only thing I can think of right now is that we have too many single parents. Hold on, hold your horses. That's a good one. Because I'm glad. Thank you, and I feel you. Thank you, because we're going to get into some real generational curses after we get finished debunking this list. We're going to get into some real generational curses that I think we can agree with. And we're going to, try to see what we can do to try to, reverse the cycle and break the cycle. You know what I'm saying? And do better. You know, thwart all that bullshit. But she says, the only thing I can think of right now is that we have too many single parent households, which is detrimental to the black family. I agree. We're gonna get back to that. Carol Chamberlain says, no, not glorifying them, Omar, just saying how most black parents wouldn't tolerate that kind of behavior. And I say most, not all. I know what you mean, Carol, but I have seen some black parents straight cuss their kids out. Like I'm sorry. I can't find a justifiable reason for continuously referring to your daughter as a bitch or a hoe or a tramp, or or she ain't gonna do nothing but get pregnant and she ain't gonna be nothing, or telling your son that he ain't nothing, he gonna be just like his father, he gonna wind up in jail or dead, or he ain't smart or important or anything, or I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that. But I know that's not a black thing. I know that. I know. Shoot, verbal abuse and physical abuse don't exist in the white family. Oh yeah. Well, let me since we talking about generational curses, let me put y'all on to something that I've noticed from a lot of the white people that I know. And I've met a lot of white people. You'd be surprised at how many white people in white homes that I've been in and things that I've had the opportunity to witness. Black people are normally, if we want to talk about generational curses, we can easily go to the absence of the black father in our children's lives. That is absolutely a black curse, a black generational curse, and it needs to be eradicated with the quickness. But most black people that I know are pissed off because their dad wasn't there for them. He was either not present, or when he was present, he wasn't there present in the way that they needed him. So he may have been there physically, but emotionally, as far as support was concerned, mentally, he wasn't there. He had some other shit that he was involved in, and not you. You know what white people complain about with their dad? They don't complain about him not being there. They don't complain about him not being in their lives. You know what they complain about? Him being there and being abusive as fuck while he was there. They complain about his incest. They complain about him constantly putting them down. They complain about him constantly fucking up the way that they wanted to think, or killing their dreams. Physical abuse, whooping that ass for nothing. They complain about his alcoholism. That's what I've heard a lot of white people complain about with their dads. Meanwhile, our black ass like, I don't know, I never knew my dad, or my dad wasn't there, or whatever. We mad because our dad wasn't involved and we know that we needed him. They complained because their dad was there, but they didn't need him to be the kind of father that he was. Now, I don't know what white people y'all know, but I know the ones that I know. And I don't never hear them running around saying, my dad is the greatest. My dad. If you think about it, white people call their dad, especially white men, my old man. Yeah, man, my old man's always on me, man. My old man. Black people don't refer to their dad as no old man. I ain't never heard nobody. I ain't never heard no niggas say no shit like that. Oh yeah, my old man. Who are you talking about? Yeah, my old man, my dad. No, we don't talk like that, dog. That's trailer park shit. We don't use that terminology. Y'all know black people who refer to their dad as their old man? I don't know. I just don't. I don't know everything, but I don't. Mm-hmm. Exactly, Carol. She says, no, the government decided that the retirement age was age 65. Okay. Carol Chambers says, Weren't unions predominantly white in the beginning? What do you mean predominantly? They were totally white in the beginning. They were made for white people. Totally. They were made for white people to keep black people out of the workforce, to keep them out. And it still keeps some black people out of the workforce to this very day. But that was the specific design, to keep blacks, Hispanics, and any other other nationality or ethnic or race out of the workforce so they could get all the money on some good old boy shit. I mean, you ain't see in the Jimmy Hoffa days, you ain't see a bunch of black people behind Jimmy Hoffa. They knew. You saw Italians and Irish and white. And then David says, this list sounds like a spoiled brat teenager who parents are making him or her responsible for him. That's what I was just saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Okay. What's the last one? Putting fear into their minds so they exist with strict limitations. I agree with that one to a certain extent. Once again, it's putting fear into their mind so they exist with strict limitations. I do agree with that. I do agree that some black people will tell their kids that they, don't do this or don't explore this or don't go here because, you could get killed or hurt or, white people might do this, that, and, I think that you should let your kids know. First of all, y'all know how I feel about fears, but I do believe that parents project their fears onto their children. And I know for a fact that it's true. Fear of the dark, fear of mice, fear of guns, fear of whatever, fear of protecting themselves, fear of flying high, fear of flying, actually getting on a plane. I've known many parents that since they never got on the plane, their kids ain't never getting on a plane. Oh no, you get on a plane, this shit fall out the sky and all that. Now high shit. So yeah, but I don't think that that's a black thing. I still don't. I agree that black people do it, but I don't accept that as a black thing. Putting fear into their minds so they exist with strict limitations. Well, that's the list, y'all. Financially cut off at age 16, advising a teenager that they have to have their shit together by the age of 18 so they can move out, talking down upon your kids, taking from your kids when they have the bare minimum to give, crushing dreams, telling them that the way to live is to work a 9-to-5 job all their life until it's time to retire at age 66. And that's when you can vacation and relax, putting fear into their minds so they exist with strict limitations. That is the list of these so-called black generational curses that inspired this show this morning. Now I want to talk about real generational curses, real black generational curses. And I want to see how those black generational curses add up to other races, ethnic groups, cultures, backgrounds, whatever. Let's talk about real black generational curses. Annette mentioned one. She said black single families. Black single families. It's a generational curse. It keeps happening and happening. It's pretty consistent. I chalk it up to single parenthood / absence of the man being in the children's lives. It's a generational curse, and it's terrible. I think it's terrible, and we have to do something about it. Every man and woman was made by a man and woman. So why should a woman have to take care of all the men and women after making men and women from another man and a woman? Why? If we start off with two, how come we end up with one? Or should I say, if we start off with two, how come we exist with only one? Why? Yeah, it's a problem. It's a problem in the black community. It's a big, 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 major problem in the black community. No, I'm not saying that no black kids, no black children don't have fathers. Hell no, I'm not saying that shit. I had two. I had two whole black fathers, but I was the only one I knew that had two. Too many of my friends had none. Most had one. But yeah, that's a problem. And I think that one of the reasons for it is the relationship between the man and the father. I mean, between the man and the woman, the mother and the father, before the children ever came into existence. I think that that's a problem. It's not the only problem, but I do think that there's something there. If you didn't have it popping with your mom, I'm sorry, with the mom or the dad of your child before y'all had a child or had children, I'm not sure that it's reasonable to expect that it's going to get any better. Now, we can say that, well, just because me and you weren't together, whatever, or he and I, or she and I weren't together, doesn't mean that we can't co-parent and raise our child together. Okay, yeah, that's true. But the responsibility of the two of you before the child was ever conceived, and every man and woman knows exactly what the details were surrounding the conception of a child. They know. You know, if it was a situation where when you told the father of your child that you were pregnant and he already balked on it, like, was it mine? I mean, that's mine. You already know what you're facing. Like, okay. Does it mean that he shouldn't be there? Nope. But I do accept. Sorry, I don't want to say accept, but I do recognize that is a black generational curse. No fathers in the house. No fathers in the child's life, in the children's lives. It's a problem, major problem, major problem, and it needs to be dealt with the quickness. It needs to be dealt with. It's not a good look. It's not funny. It's not something that we should just accept. And it does seem like we've accepted it. And we keep it going. It doesn't. Now, I'm not going to say that has anything to do with the parents being married or not. I don't think that just because you conceive children and have children and raise children when you're married doesn't mean that both parents are going to be there all the time. I've seen ex-husbands cut their children off, then coming around no more. I've seen it. You know. And then Dave says they think they meant fearing the parents. That's not how it was written. It's not how it was written. And that David says, my mother had the fear of her and me and not anything else. Okay. No disrespect to the mother who has to. Yeah, no disrespect to the mother who has to raise a family by herself, but she shouldn't have to. She shouldn't have to. It's not fair. It's not right. And it's not good for the child. Any way you slice it, I don't care if your child grows up to be a doctor or some other great profession. They should have, along with their experience growing up, a mama and a daddy to be able to bounce ideas off, get guidance from, tutelage, coaching, inspiration from. They should have both. And just because you make it out here doesn't mean that everything turned out right. I mean, sometimes we get a little lucky. It's the fact. Cap Shameless says they dangle the carrot of money. But yeah, that's a generational curse. Fathers not being there for their children in the black family. Single parenthood. It's a generational curse. Ain't no way around that shit. You can't deny that exists in the black family. You out of your fucking mind. You try to exist. I mean, you try to deny that shit. Like, word. Oh yeah, it does. Does that exist in other cultures too? Not like the black family. Sorry. It does exist in other cultures. There are plenty of white kids who grow up without their dad, and you know what's sad to say? Sometimes the dad is black. Ah, well, I guess the kids wouldn't be white now, would they? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not here to put you down, black man, but y'all we gotta get our shit together. And all of these running around here, you know what I mean, squirting in anybody and making seeds out of that shit and not taking care of yours. I ain't glorifying that shit. Not for a second. That's some bullshit. That's some straight bullshit. We're talking about generational curses, black generational curses, generational curses versus everybody else's generational curses. That's what we're talking about. Oh, Green Beasley is in the chat room, and on Blog Talk, he says, shaking. Some of these badass kids be smelling themselves. They need to go. By a lot of black parents talk down on their children. Some will tell their children their daddy ain't shit, not worth a damn. Never heard an Italian talk down to their kids. Maybe it happened, but they're not calling the daddy a no good nigga. Okay, but they do talk down to the kids, and other white people do too. And that's a fact. Black folks emancipate their children too young. Take your day off and enjoy yourself at a park, maybe. The prom was the first time I thought I was in love. She broke my heart. I tell my sons to get with a smart woman who has a good job. White people own shit. Businesses, land, and textile. They hire people. Oh, you're right. There's no such thing as a black business. You're right. And you're right. All white people own shit. There are no such things as poor white people. No such thing. No such thing as regular 9-to-5 job working white people who are just struggling to be able to put food on the table, roof overhead, clothes on their back, shoes on your feet, and be able to shop a little bit. No such thing. No such thing as a white person that makes under six figures. No such thing. They all make over six figures. They all own businesses. They all hire people. You're right. No black people do it. All white people do it. Yeah. Amish comedian is also in the chat room, and he says, abuse is everywhere. Middle Eastern families have their family murdered, women stoned, and that's true. Indian families killing daughters, that's true too. White people beating and abusing kids, incest for sure. So I'm just, like, man, I mean, come on, Green Beasley, you can do better than that. You can do better than that. Like, yeah, you're right. All white people, white people are perfect. That is the example that all black people should follow. Do like a white person, like Green Beasley said. Then no, all white people, they open up businesses. They own. Matter of fact, there are no white customers. How can they all be customers when they all own their shit and they're the majority? Give me a fucking break. Cut it out. Oh, well, welfare. I'm glad you brought that up, Carol. What did you say about welfare? Not glorifying. What did you say about welfare? I don't see anything about welfare. But welfare is actually the next the next black generational curse that I was going to talk about. It's a problem. Now, it's an actual fact. You can research this, the actual numbers of people who are on welfare. There are way more white people who collect welfare benefits than black people. No way around it. It is a problem in the black community because it's disproportionate to our numbers in the American population. So if you have let's say you have 5 million white people on welfare and you have 3 million black people on welfare. Well, white people are supposed to make up 70, up to 75, 80% of the population in American society, where black people only are supposed to make up somewhere between 13, somewhere, they keep changing the numbers, but somewhere between 13%. They trying to say that Hispanics have passed black people as far as population. I don't believe none of that shit, but okay. But if you want to talk about those numbers, then 3 million black people collecting welfare is way too much. But we have, as a generational curse in the black community, a vicious cycle of poverty. So whether you are on welfare or not, it's not acceptable to struggle below the poverty line all your life, and then your children follow that same poverty line. I mean, struggle and exist. They exist below that poverty line also. That's not acceptable. You should always want your children to be better than you, do better than you. We looking for a raisin in the sun. We looking for a rose that grows out of the cement. So yeah, I have a problem with that generational curse. Welfare. Grandmama was on welfare. Mama on welfare, and now you on welfare? Grandmama was on welfare, maybe even as a single parent, no father. Mama on welfare, single parent, no father. Now you on welfare, single father. I mean, no father in the home. That's not, nah. That's a black generational curse that is alarming. That's a problem. That's a major, major problem. Amish comedian says welfare is mostly white people here and disability. It's the truth. Those are from the statistics that they provide. That's not me. That's them. That's not my opinion. It's the truth. And I'll tell you what, white people get better welfare than black people. All welfare ain't cut from the same cloth, baby. No, it ain't. You go out there in the Heartland, Pennsylvania, and you see what that welfare is hitting. Go to Delaware and see what the welfare system is like in Delaware. I'm like, they get a clothing and furniture allowance in the welfare system in Delaware. Yeah. Getting none of that shit in the city of Philadelphia. It's not going down like that. It is not going down like that. So there's a difference. There's a difference. D Young is in the house. Miss Pretty, what's going on? Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. Annette says our diet is one. It's a generational curse. It is. Our diet is absolutely a generational curse. Thanks, Annette. I appreciate it. That's what I want y'all to do. Give me all of the generational curses that y'all believe are tailored to the black community. But our diet is definitely a generational curse. We believe that all of these fatty foods, these sweets and all of that shit, soul food, we glorify that shit. Salt, all of the salt, the sodium, unhealthy eating, all of the pork. And it's not just pork, but I'll attack pork. Well, how many times we gotta be like, well, my grandmama ate pork till, and she lived to be 94. Oh yeah, how long did your grandfather live? My grandfather? You mean my grandmother's boyfriend? Because I never knew my grandfather. Oh, okay. Or if I did know my grandfather, okay. Well, my grandfather, he had a heart condition and he passed at age 65, 55. So your grandmama outlived your grandfather by damn near 50 years? Well, yeah. Okay. And you say that she ate pork every day, ham sandwiches every day, hog maws every day, turkey butts. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm ham hocks every day, pork chops every day, all that shit, right? Bacon. Bacon. Okay. All right. Well, how many friends in her age range did your grandmother have in 94 when she passed? Oh no, she was older than everybody. She was the matriarch. I'm like, okay. Well, how we can't consistently glorify the exception to the rule. My grandmother smoked cigarettes every day and she ate pork every day. I'm like, okay. But she was from down south, and you know the pork is better down there, and so are the cigarettes. She lived in Virginia. I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about? Shut up with that bullshit. Sound crazy. Yeah, she got the tobacco. She got the tobacco before Virginia Slims got them. Before they made Salem's, my grandmother got the. It is a black generational curse. Our diet, believing that we have to eat all of those foods that have been killing us, that have been giving us heart problems for years and years and years. And we really will teach, and we really do make ourselves believe that it's going to be all right. I'm going to start dieting. I'm going to start exercising. So yeah, lack of concern for our health is a black generational curse. I ain't going to deny that shit. How many times do you hear black people saying like, man, you know, I went to the park. Them white people be out there. They be out there jogging and shit like that. Man, it's 20 below. I ain't jogging. You telling the truth. You sure ain't. You ain't jogging. You ain't running. You ain't lifting. You ain't moving fast. You ain't doing nothing but picking up a fork. Everything in your whole existence is when is the next meal, the next unhealthy meal. Any vegetables that don't have a lot of salt and butter and heavy seasoning in it, oh, that's health food. It is a black generational curse. I know we don't like it. We don't like when we get called on the carpet about it, but it's the truth. But that's an easy one for us to break. You see how black people look at each other when we say that we either are trying to be a vegetarian or a vegan or something like that. Like, oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, trying to do nothing but live. Just trying to live. It is our diet is definitely a generational curse. It's serious. Something really needs to be done about it. You know, Amish comedian says, not here. All welfare is the same. And they also say, when I worked at the bank, I would rate everyone on the welfare scale from 1 to 10. 1 was can't even get out of bed to cash the check. And 10 was collecting welfare to throw the authorities off the drug dealing trail and would collect in a Mercedes. Wow. Welfare diet is bad. Craft dinner. Green Beasley says, these women do not cook anymore. It's all about the drive-through. Now, I know plenty of women who cook, but in the black community, the cooking is kind of like the generational curse, though. The food that we're eating is just, you know what I mean? Soul food this, soul food that. I mean, it's not that I don't like ribs and chicken, and I love fried chicken. I fucking love it. But I know what it does to me. And I know when I got to put a stop to this shit. Like, oh, you know what? Let me chill. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm bugging. Because I know my body. I know how the human body, I understand biology, anatomy, and physiology. And I know you can't keep fucking up. You gaining all of these pounds. Like, you just watching yourself die. I don't see how you can pack on 50 pounds and at no point does the red light, go up, like the red flag, like, yo, maybe I should I don't know, diet and exercise a little bit, practice some things in moderation. Whether you're talking about the fatty foods, the foods high in cholesterol, high in sugar, high fructose corn syrup, all of these foods are designed to kill us, and it's working. Cancer at an all-time high, and it has everything to do with our diet. Magnificent Morocco. Yeah, he was a wrestler back in the day. I used to love Magnificent Morocco. Eating cheese steaks and hoagies, Chinese food. Yeah, Magnificent Morocco. Diabetes and high blood pressure. Word up. Annette Davis says, I'm feeling really inspirational this morning. That's what's up. That's what's up, Annette Davis, the number one. Tell it like it is, Umar with the rrr. Our diet is a black generational curse. And we can change that bitch in a day. The problem is we gotta make sure that we do it the next day too. Because that's some black people shit. All right, we get a health scare. Like, oh shit. You know what I mean? The doctor say I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And we'll do it for a day, maybe a week, or after we break up and we have a bad breakup with a love or some shit like that. I'm gonna cut my hair and I'm gonna lose all this weight because I ain't eating. or is New Year's resolution. I just bought me a gym membership. Yeah, Planet Fitness, baby. A Planet Fitness, baby. And I'm going to work out every day. Yeah, a Planet Fitness, baby. A Planet Fitness, baby. I'm going to get my shit together. A Planet Fitness, baby. A Planet Fitness, baby. It's 2020. I done already broke every motherfucking resolution. I'm going to get started next year. I first got to get through this year. Coronavirus, baby. It's quarantine. It's quarantine. It's quarantine. It's quarantine. It's quarantine. Yeah, I'm out of the gym, but I'm paying my shit every month, so I'ma go back sometime this year. I'ma get it back together. But I'm quarantined in the house right now, and I am eating, get big as a cow right here. Quarantine, yeah. My stomach is hanging over my belt, but yeah, them niggas still come through, yeah. We like that, y'all. Like that, y'all. Yo, thick is in. 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 I'm 400 pounds. I'm thick is in. I'm 400 pounds. I'm thick is in. I'm 400 pounds. What the fuck you talking about? You know how dumb you sound? Word. It's a generational curse, baby. All that I'm thick shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, you know, that BBW shit. It's becoming a generational curse. You know what I'm saying? Look, listen, you ain't gonna listen, you 300 pounds, your shit is fucked up. I'm not trying to hear that shit. I'm not just saying that shit because I'm less than 300 pounds. I got a weight problem right now too. And I'm battling this shit. Because I know better. But you're not gonna be 300 pounds. You're not going to be 300 pounds or anywhere close to it and tell me that you're healthy. I don't give a fuck if you play basketball, football, and none of that shit. You're not healthy at 300 pounds. No human being should be 300 pounds. But we know people who are 300 pounds, 350, 300, 400, and they talk about something. But I'm healthy though. I went to the doctor. I don't have no health problems. You got a big ass. Your whole body is a health problem. You crazy? Shit, you a ticking time bomb. What you talking about? Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here. Generational curse that I really want to get this out, that I want to get out, that we got to address this shit. Here's a generational curse that I'm really getting sick of in the black community. Making our youth believe that the only way out of the hood, the only way out of poverty is through entertainment or drugs. That's a fucking problem. And the real problem is that we getting the shit from TV. Everybody who we know that is rich, wealthy, has a lot of money, financially independent, stable, is in entertainment. Everybody we see on TV are our shining and glaring examples of wealth. So we teach that shit. You gotta play some basketball. You gotta play some football. You gotta play some baseball. You gotta box. You gotta learn how to rap. Rock the mic. You gotta learn how to sing. You better get your acting game together. Tell some jokes on stage. Fuck out of here. And we do that shit. We believe it. We believe that any other way. All right, let me calm that down. Let me chill. We believe that besides entertainment and drug sales, we think that everything else is too hard. You gotta go to school too long to be a doctor or a lawyer, and the chances that it's going to happen are minimal. Well, there are way more good paying professions than doctors and lawyers. We don't need no more fucking lawyers. What does a lawyer do? You know, we glorify lawyers. You know, y'all know I have an axe to grind with lawyers, policemen, and firemen. I do. I know they are not heroes to me. People be talking about some, yeah, but you could be a lawyer and you could be a lawyer fighting for black causes. No, you fighting for black money, and the black people gotta pay you. You ain't got black lawyers out here fighting for black causes pro bono. They gotta get paid. That's all lawyers do. They mess around. They move money around. You're suing people. You're not really doing anything. Somebody has to violate in order. Fuck out of here. How come none of these lawyers out here have ever pushed for reparations in the black community for slavery? They know the law. How come none of these lawyers out here have given any free classes to anybody about law language and how to conduct yourself in court and what to say in court in order to exonerate yourself and give yourself an advantage when you are accused of a crime? How you ever hear a lawyer doing that? No. You know why they ain't going to do that shit? Because it's about money, and that's all they do. But there are other professions out here where you can make decent money. All you got to do is use your head. But our generational curse, we got everybody believing that you got to either sell rocks or you got a wicked jump shot. That shit is bad. That's bad. Real bad. And I see it right here on my block. I've seen these kids grow up and graduate right to the block. Breaks my heart. Carol Chamberlain says, like saying diabetes runs in your family like high blood pressure. No, it's because of our foods. Yeah, it's because of our lifestyle. Our lifestyle runs in our families. You know, none of the diseases, they don't run in our families. If it ran in your family, you would be born with it. We're not born with it. We develop it. Like if you told me that it was sickle cell anemia, yeah, we're born with that. We're not born with cancer. And that David says, shit, can't nobody go to the gym now. You can have gym in your house. I don't know. You know, the last time I've been inside of a gym, 2015, 2016, when we were doing our thing over in Kensington. Other than that, before then, I don't go to no gym. I make a gym. I don't have to go to the track to run. I run to the track. I don't have to lift weights. I lift weights at home. Do some push-ups. Do some sit-ups. Do some jumping jacks. Do some squats. I have weights at home. I bought them. I'll never pay a gym membership, and I mean never, ever. Only thing I would want to go to the gym for is for the swimming pool. In the summertime, I can go to the free pool, neighborhood pool. I guess this year is going to be like the coronavirus pool. All right, let's keep moving. Magnificent Morocco says, I'm going to join Planet Fitness and Wingcoat when this virus is defeated. Real talk. I hear you. Annette Davis says, I don't understand why people are going around glorifying Lizzo and that nasty shit she doing for real. It's fucked up because I like Lizzo. I only like her, because like it's like a train wreck. You can't, like, this big chick is really, but at least she understands that she's doing this shit for the attention because it's getting her money. It's fucked up though. So we want to talk about generational curses. Entertainment, once again, entertainment. It's how we get money. We may be degrading ourselves, but you know what? That drug dealing shit, generational curse. And unfortunately, I have seen generations of drug dealing, that illegal hustling, crime, generational curses. Of my daddy was a gangster. Now I'm a gangster. My son, they're gonna be a gangster. Or my daughters, they're gonna be little gangstresses. Or married to a gangster or whatever. You know what I mean? That's a generational curse, and we can definitely do something about that. But we're going to have to do it through education. We're going to have to do it through education. Speaking of education and speaking of black generational curses, let's talk about education for a while. One of the black generational curses that I am sick of and that I know that we can fix. Where I'm about to go with this is not exactly where y'all probably think I'm going to go, but this is what I want to talk about. We glorify motherfuckers that go to jail and come home, but we don't glorify motherfuckers that go to college, get their degree, and come home. And that's a black generational curse. Here we are having come home, welcome home parties for convicted felons. Now I know that the justice system convicts many of us unjustifiably for crimes that we didn't commit and things like that. But come on, man. I've seen a whole lot of welcome home. Yo, you just came home from, I just did a bid of state, man. Just came home. You know what I mean? My people's gonna take care of me. I've seen that shit. You know what I mean? But when Terrell come home from college, he just got his bachelor's. Or when Sharon got a bachelor's and she about to go back and get a master's and shit. Where's the hooray? If you want to talk about black generational curses, not putting enough respect towards higher learning. Thinking that a high school diploma is good enough. And maybe it may be. It's better. I mean, maybe it is better than not having a high school diploma at all. But there are a lot of black people who don't think that even getting a high school diploma is important. I mean, you could hustle, you could do this, you could do that. Most of the rappers that you see that are famous, they ain't get no high school diploma. You want me to list you want me to list a bunch of them who have it? Y'all like LL Cool J? No high school diploma. And guess what? LL Cool J grew up with a mama and a daddy. His grandmother took care of him for most of his life, his young life. He had a lot of family support. Rocked the mic though. No high school diploma. Went back later on and got his GED, but he didn't have a high school diploma. Nas, Jay-Z, Busta Rhymes. The list goes on and on and on. Let me put it this way. The list of rappers who actually have a high school diploma is low. The ones who don't is high. There are some rappers who have college degrees. The Chuck D's, the Kool Moe D's, I think Common may have finished. I know he went, you know. But it goes back to entertainment. You know, Magnificent Morocco says free Pookie. Exactly. Shirley Shirl, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. How you doing, Ma? Thanks for coming through, yo. But yeah, black generational curses. You know? So Debo come home. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying, son? Yeah, I just came home. Shit was crazy. Shit was wild upstate, son. Shit was wild upstate. You know what I mean? Niggas tripping, man. But you know, man, I did the whole 12 straight dozen, son. Matter of fact, they tried to hit me all with a baker's dozen with the 13. I said, nah, son, can't, huh? I mean, I got a little bit more time to walk off and shit. Nah, man, I got a little bit more time to walk off, but you know, I'm good. I'm good. My PO be all on my dick, though. You know, I gotta get this job. I gotta get a little job and shit. I ain't trying to go back. I ain't trying to go back, though. Like, Debo, you high? Nah. Well, I mean, you know, son, I had a little, you know what I mean? I blew a little tree, Like, yo, D, you gonna piss a hot urine? Nah, son, I'm good though. Hey, wait, what's up with you, man? What's up with you? Yo, they hiring down your spot. We gotta do better than that. We gotta do better than that. My brother Ansel Jones is in the house. What's going on, my brother Ansel Jones? He says people get more respect for going to jail and coming home than the military coming home. I was told that it was a choice I made. Well, both of them are choices. Both of them are choices. You know, just keeping it a buck. You made the choice to sell drugs. I have seen some situations where the opportunities that were presented to some people, to some youth, was so limited that, you know, selling drugs just seemed like the most viable option. Like, I can get this money, whatever. But I'm gonna stop selling drugs. I'm gonna use my money, flip it, and then I'm gonna buy some houses or open up a store or something like that. I ain't gonna do this my whole life. I know you're not gonna do it the whole life. You're gonna do it till you get locked up. I feel you. Until one of your rival crews, you know what I mean, put a hot one in your ass. So Carol Chamberlain says, Common with the college. I know he went. I don't know if he finished, but I know he went. I know he went for a fact. But yeah, that's a generational curse. You know, little respect for higher education, unhealthy respect for incarceration, and the things that will cause you to be incarcerated. That's a generational curse. It's a problem. It's a problem. It's a problem. Major problem. You know what I mean? Black generation, and yeah, that's I don't know about white families. I don't know if they have a crystal meth lab somewhere and they encourage their children to open up a crystal meth. I don't give a fuck about crystal meth and whoever uses that shit. I care about mine. And this is crazy. Okay, hold on, Green. Okay, wait. Amish comedian says, if you can't sit in a booth at a restaurant, you have a health problem. You forgot sports. Oh no, I ain't forget sports. And one of the reasons why a lot of our sports celebrities wind up broke when everything is said and done is because we may go that first year of college and shit, don't do nothing. We only went to college so it would increase our eligibility to go into the NBA or the NFL. Well, in baseball, you don't have to go to college, but in the NBA now, you have to go to college at least 1 year. 1 year. Ooh. And football, nobody goes from high school to the NFL, and I mean nobody, because you ain't on them steroids yet. There's no way you're going to be able to compete. Amish comedian says, I have a black lawyer. Wait. Green Beasley says we need more women who cook a regular meal. We men are starving and eating at McDonald's right along with Trump. Amish comedian says, I have a black lawyer friend. He defends in the 313. Okay. So he defends in the D. And the 313 in the D. Or is the D? I mean, is it 313 Chicago? That's the D, ain't it? Ain't that the D? It's the D. Amish comedian says no lawyers volunteer their time. I know lawyers who do pro bono cases. Green Beasley says white girls will feed you. Yeah, but the white girls can't cook. But any women from any culture feed you. I mean, I've heard black men talking about the reason they got a white girl is because they're cook. I'm like, if you can't get your black woman to cook for you, then you's a straight sucker. Like something wrong with you. Something's wrong with you. If your woman refuses to cook for you, something's wrong. Y'all union is fucked up. I'm telling women, you ain't got to cook for me. I'm good. I got to tell them, like, no, I'm not really impressed by that shit. I mean, it's not like, like, look, the way my heart is not through my stomach. It's really through your brain. I need your brain, your ass, and your titties. That's what I need. That's what I need. The food we going to eat anyway. You know what I'm saying? But I don't eat like everybody else. So, you're not going to really just listen. You shouldn't have a problem getting your woman to cook for you. I don't care what culture you're from. And if you do, listen, there's something there. Green Beasley says our women are neglectful and will emancipate their children at or before the age of 18. We need the black man at the head of the family. Well, we talked about that earlier. That whole putting kids out at 18, there's just not enough. I know examples of it's just not strong enough for me. I know too many cases. The majority of black people that I know, that has not happened. It just hasn't. But okay. Green Beasley says rappers are usually gangsterized and go by the take it philosophy. Amish comedian says the sports celebrities end up broke because of their family and friend leeches. But that goes into lack of education, Amish comedian. That goes into lack of education. Yeah, education is not just what you learn in school. It's your experience worldwide. See, one thing that I've noticed about team sports, especially athletics in which black people excel, they've in order to be on a team, you have to adopt the team mentality. So you believe that, you take care of your team. On the court or on the field, and off the court and off the field. And that's where we go wrong, because we figure since we made it, everybody out here who's not doing anything to make it 90 seconds is going to at least have the veneer or look like they have made it. And they want to facilitate that. We started from the bottom, now we here. We started from the bottom, now we motherfucking here. I said we started from the bottom, now we here. We started from the bottom, now we motherfucking here. No, we all gotta work. Y'all can't shoot a basketball like I can, or y'all can't catch a ball, run with a ball, throw a ball like I can. But I can show y'all some of the business around me. At least that's what I should be able to do. And that's what we fail to do a lot of times. And then we wind up broke, wondering and talking about how much money we gave to somebody, lent to somebody, and now we don't have nothing. Well, you didn't learn nothing the whole way. But along the way, somebody should have showed you, one of the motherfuckers that was stealing all your money, one of your managers, your agents, your handlers, your accountants or whatever. Somebody who was stealing money from you should have put you on. You should have insisted on it. But you also have to be taught that. And that's a generational curse. We don't. Generational curse. Not reading the fucking contract. I think that's a generational curse. How much we getting? Oh, I'm signing. Amish comedian says, it's up to you to find a woman who cooks. I agree. Green Beasley says, black men come home late. His black woman will put his clothes out on the door stoop. White women will ask you, are you hungry? Man, you talking crazy. Word. You right. No white women have ever put their man out or made him sleep on the couch or refused to give him pussy for a year or two. You're right. White men never complain about how they can't get no sex from their wives. They never complain about that. All white men are sexually satisfied with their women. And that's why white men don't cheat. Oh, Lord, give me a break. Amish comedian says, that's why there aren't black fathers in the house then. Black fathers black fathers be hungry. Not in Canada. Oh man, I was just Hey yo. Ansel Jones says Baltimore has this don't snitch thing for the past 30 years. Yeah, it's in Baltimore, it's in DC, it's in Philly, it's in New York, it's in Jersey, it's in California, it's all on the West Coast, it's down south, out in the Midwest. Don't snitch. And everybody fucking snitching. Everybody talking all this shit about don't snitch, and everybody in fucking jail. Somebody telling on somebody. Somebody telling on somebody. Magnificent Morocco says school systems don't teach finance. They don't. But some of these black people are, I mean, check this out. Magnificent Morocco. Love your name. Magnificent Morocco. Check this out. Since we glorify all of these entertainers and these entertainers who have become businessmen like Jay-Z, like Michael Jordan, like Tyler Perry, like Oprah Winfrey, like Sean Puffy Combs, like Dr. Dre, okay, like Beyonce, like he's not even an entertainer, but he was a record mogul, hip-hop mogul, Russell Simmons. The thing is, they have great business sense. They ain't going broke like 50 Cent. They not going broke, but they ain't teaching us the game. A lot of these black entertainers do have good business sense, but they're not giving us the game. They give us a contract. All right, I'm gonna give you a job. You can rock the mic too. I take you on tour. You can mess with all of these girls. You can make babies all over the place. You know what I mean? We get you a Benz. We get you some ice. We get you all of this. No, motherfucker, give me the game. I know I can have all the fish. I need the fishing pole. And it doesn't have to just be the other entertainers who get the fishing pole. Why can't some of these entertainers? I don't want none of their money. You can't fix the black community with money. You can't. We can't buy our way out of this situation. Shit, we used to be money. Slaves were actual forms of currency. We were worth money, like livestock. We used to be money. Now we make money. And those of us who know how to make money and make moves, why aren't we giving them the game? Michael Jackson was one of the smartest entertainment businessmen ever. Has Michael Jackson ever said, listen, I'm going to hold these classes and I'm going to show all of my people how to make this money. Even these little white kids that I love to molest all the time, these little white boys, I'm going, instead of paying out $25 million in order to defend myself for touching them and molesting them, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold these classes and I'm going to show you how to make money from Sony. And I'm going to show you about publishing, and I'm going to show you about ownership, and I'm going to show you how to make your money last and how to extend generational wealth and create generational wealth instead of just getting a job and working in the industry and then wondering where all your money went. I never see Michael Jackson doing none of that shit. He could have. He was smarter than most people. Most people when it came to entertainment business. He was a shrewd businessman. So is Jay-Z. Motherfuckers want to talk about Jay-Z gave us the game in 444. That last album, he gave us the game. Buy art. Shut the fuck up, Jay-Z. That ain't the fucking game. Why didn't you give some of your artists the game? Why didn't you give Memphis Bleak the game? Why is he still backing you up on stage? Ain't made an album in over 15 years. Why didn't you give Freeway the game? Why didn't you give Beanie Siegel the game? Why didn't you give the Young Guns or PD Crack or any of those or Tierra Marie or any of the motherfucker or any other artists that you just exploited and shit? Why didn't you get them the game? You gonna give us the game to a song? Word? The fuck out of here. Trying to hear that shit? Shit. And Tiger Woods running around here talking about I give back to the community by showing them how to play golf. Fuck you and your golf club, you bitch ass nigga. Fuck out of here. Trying to hear that shit? Golf. Probably like that shit. You know how much it costs for golf clubs? One club. That shit can bankrupt you. I'm fucking playing golf. Fuck golf. It's a whack ass sport. Ansel Jones says the NBA has the G League now. Sorry, y'all, for my passion and my rants. I'm sorry, but this should be making me mad. Be making me real mad. You know what I'm saying? Magnificent Morocco. The reason that you don't see Amish comedians' comments or Green Beasley's comments is because we broadcast on YouTube and on blogtalkradio.com. So they are on the Blog Talk side and we are on the YouTube side, but I'm on both sides. So let me see what else they have to say. Amish comedian says they are overfed, but if they don't let someone know they will be home late and set aside a plate, the kids will eat it all. Mutual respect. Great show, son. Appreciate you, Amish comedian. Thank y'all for coming through. I appreciate me some y'all. Yes, I do. And listen, just because I disagree with the comment that y'all make and I sound all hype, it's all love. It's all love, y'all. It's all love. My bad. I just, you know what I mean. Annette Davis says, if I don't cook a meal for you, you ain't shit. She cooked for a whole Navy, a whole damn Navy brigade, all the motherfuckers. She don't fix you a meal, something wrong. Charlene Curry, Charlene Curry. What's going on, Charlene? How you feeling, Charlene? And then David says, speaking of work, I've been hiding for a minute. Let me check in. Magnificent Morocco says, I'm a black father in the house. So was my father and his father. Yo, man, big ups to you. Word up. Big ups to you. Word. That's right. There are plenty of black fathers, but there's not nearly enough. I know that sounds kind of oxymoronic, right? There are plenty of black fathers, but not nearly enough. It's true. It's true. As Cook says, fuck out of here. Black women cook. They do. They do. Shit. They do. And they give head. They cook and they give head. And if you can't get head or a meal, then you know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, saying, you know what I mean? You gotta do better. You gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta look to the heavens and ask the good Lord, what's going on? What's going on? What you doing wrong? What you going wrong? She won't put nothing in your mouth and she won't let you put nothing in her mouth. Not in the house of Mutombo. Sometimes you just have to know the game. They can't give it all to you. No, you're not just going to know the game. They didn't just know the game. Somebody taught them the game. And why wouldn't they teach you the game? That's the one thing I won't let them get away with. I don't care about them not donating money to this and that cause, and I don't give a fuck. They can keep all of their money. You can't empower some black youth to stop the generational curse of poverty, welfare dependency, government dependency. You can't do that. Why not? Why not? You can teach for free. I don't want a dime of any entertainer's money. Not one single dime. What I do want is your knowledge. Give back. Stop funding new playgrounds and recreation centers and running around buying groceries for motherfuckers. Fuck all that. Give them the game. Give them a way to never have to worry about buying groceries again. Can you do that? Yeah, that's a nice thing that Tyler Perry did. You know what I mean? Going to the grocery stores and paying for groceries for seniors. And yo, that is beautiful. Give them the fucking game, dog. Give their grandchildren the game. Show them how if they want to be involved in the entertainment industry, show them how not to get jerked. Show them how to set up a network where they can all learn from each other, grow with each other, and make money with each other. Show them that. Give them that. Keep your money. Money can't even fix poverty. Forget about black poverty. We have more than enough money and food in the United States. We don't never run out of food in this country. We got so much money. I mean, we got so much food in this country. We throw it away. We throw food away and tell motherfuckers that's homeless or whatever that they can't go into the trash can and eat the food that we just threw away. We tell our employees who work at the restaurants that they can't eat the food that we're going to throw away. No, you can't take it home, but you can throw it away. That's how much food we have. We have competitive eating contests. We have competitive eating contests. We got so much food. We'd be like, yo, whoever can eat the fastest wins a prize. We got competitive eating contests. You got motherfuckers starving in Africa. We like, fuck you, Africa. We gonna have a chicken wing eating contest. We gonna have a hot dog eating contest. Come on, man. Come on, son. What you talking about? The fuck is he talking? Yo. We don't need none of these black entertainers' money. Not one single dime. None. We can't fix poverty with money. We can't fix miseducation or lack of education with money. We can't fix nothing with money because nothing in the black community has gotten fixed. And if y'all know something that has gotten fixed in the entire black community, show me. Name it. Show me. We can't get it done with money, but we can get it done with knowledge. We can get it done with education. We can get it done with wisdom and experience. We can get it done there, but we keep saying, nah, we need money. We need money for more schools. No, the fuck you don't. You need better teachers and a better curriculum in order to make the schools that you already have better. That's what you need. That's what we need. We need none of that fucking money and build no schools. You know what I mean? Get the teachers in there that actually teach, that'll teach the shit that we need to know. If they know. We have professors in finance, business education, quantitative business analysis and all and marketing and all of those kind of classes. We have black professors who do that. We have people who can teach the professors how to do it. Shit. Master P, the rapper Master P, made damn near $1 billion when he had No Limit Records. And Master P did go to college. He didn't graduate from college, but he went and he learned some shit. He was a hustler and a businessman. I don't remember Master P teaching none of those artists that he had the game. Not one. Not one. I still respect them, but that's the part I don't respect. What did you give them to be able to live, Master P? Puffy, we ain't even gonna go into that shit. But do y'all understand what I'm talking about? Do you understand where I'm coming from? We want to talk about black generational curses. We could end all of that. We could end all of that real quick. Magnificent Morocco says, see the black stars on Unsung, same story, fame, but no future royalties. I love Unsung, but you're right. The story is the same, one hit wonders and shit. Emily says, you never have to apologize for what and how you feel and believe. Yeah, but I be cussing. I be cussing this shit. You know what I mean? Magnificent Morocco says, did you see the movie The Banker? No, I didn't. It's a good movie. What's it talking about? What I'm talking about? What I'm talking about? Knowledge is power. Annette Davis says Irving Fryer was trying to teach the game in New Jersey, and him and his mama wound up in jail. You right. You right. And you know what? You know what the problem was with Irving Fryer? He wasn't rich enough. See, had he been richer, shout out to Irving Fryer. Irving Fryer didn't invest his money and committed bank fraud. His mom is innocent. I don't have a problem with bank fraud. I don't. I don't. I got a problem with banks. They take your money and invest all that money. Banks ain't giving you the game at all. They be like, oh, you put a bunch of money in here. We got the interest rate for you. Your money will make money by sitting on his ass while we take the money and make real moves with it. I ain't got no problem with bank fraud. Shout out to Irving Fryer. Shout out to Irving Fryer. Shit, you gotta talk about fraud and shit. Damn, what was the baseball player that the white baseball player that played on the Phillies and the New York Mets and shit. He was teaching the game. He was giving up the game, but he was a fraud like motherfucker. He was a fraud like motherfucker. Emily says, oh, is cussing bad? Oh my, I need to stop too. I'm just saying. People feel like I'm cussing at them. Ansel Jones says, who are the leaders in the black community? 60s, 70s, 80s. You can make a list. Name some community leaders in the 2000s. We have community leaders, but the thing is, a lot of these community leaders, they about that money and pussy, money and pussy. It's another generational curse. Money in the pussy, money in the pussy, pussy in the money in the pussy, money in the pussy. All of our leaders, you know what I mean, somehow get caught up in money and pussy scams. Money and pussy scams. What, I'm lying? Get caught up in pussy. You know what I mean? A little ass. Ass, cash, or gas. Cash, gas, or ass. Ass, cash, or gas. Cash, gas, or ass. 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 Cash, gas, ass. Cash, gas, ass. Cash, gas, cash, gas, ass. Cash, gas, ass. These niggas ain't gonna last. Come on, man. Come on, man. All right. Let's get on up out of here, man. We gotta get ready to go. Not Pete Rose. Lenny Dykstra. That's his name. Lenny Dykstra. Lenny Dykstra, he was like, yo, I'm gonna show y'all how to get this money, but he was a straight scammer. He was a straight scammer. That's right, S. Cook. Each one teach one. That's what we need. That's right. Teach us the game. And then he says, I got my thinking cap on today. Word up. Yeah, Nails. Magnificent Morocco knew it. His name was Nails. Nails. That was his nickname. Lenny Dykstra. As Cook says, yes, I asked restaurants for food to feed the homeless, and they said no, they can't. Exactly. We got all this food. We just be throwing food away. Like, fuck that food. You know what I'm saying? We get caught with this food. Caught with this food from yesterday, and we try to sell it today. You know what I mean? You know, we get shot, or we get fined like crazy. We be out of business. It's like, but Everybody, each one of us, when we go to a restaurant, we don't eat all the food. What we do, we take the food home, we eat it the next day, or bring it home to the kids. Some of y'all so greedy, y'all won't even take the kids home. No, none of the food from doggy bag. Y'all hide the food in the car and shit. Hide the food in the car. You know what I mean? Wait till the kids go to school the next day and shit. Then you bring the food from the car into the aisle. Like, yo, kids was bad this week. They don't deserve none of them crab legs. They don't deserve these Dungeness crab legs. Huh? They ain't getting none of these king crab legs, huh? These shits ain't them cheap ass Alaskan crab. These the king crab legs. They ain't getting none of this shit. I need this shit to myself. I need myself. Shit. My man took me to Ruth Chris. You know, before the virus started, he took me to Ruth Chris. They ain't getting none of this prime rib. Oh, man, you crazy. You ain't getting none of this prime rib. And that David says, nasty ass pastors like David Wilson are detriment to the black community. Yeah, these nasty ass pastors, son. Nasty ass Eddie Long ass niggas, son. Nasty ass James Cleveland ass niggas, son. Religious leaders, I'm sorry. Even Martin Luther King was about that pussy. Coretta knew, like, yo, I mean, he doing what he got to do for the black community. I just got to look the other way when Martin be doing his shit on tour. He was wild on tour. He wasn't even supposed to be on tour. Yeah, he trying to free the black man or whatever. You know, stop the violence. Bring him, whatever. And he had a little thing. He had a little thing for light-skinned chicks. He did. You see Coretta damn near white. You know what I mean? Martin Luther King had a thing for me. He was engaged to a white woman. He was engaged to a white woman. But they told him, living in the South, like, yo, Martin, you gonna get your ass hung. So he had to, said, all right, leave that alone. Got with Coretta. It was like, red ball. Give me a red ball. Praise the Lord. We shall overcome. He overcame a lot. He was standing over, coming. Rest in peace to Martin Luther King. He was a great leader, though. But the money and the pussy is the Achilles heel of the black man. Okay. Oh, the masjid. Magnificent Morocco says the masjid on Washington Lane gives food to the community. That's what's up. What in Washington Lane? All right, let's do these birthday shout outs and let's get on up out of here. We damn near going on 2 hours. All right, y'all. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious April 18th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special because they are special because they are S-E-C-I-A-L. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They are. Before we get into this thing, make sure that y'all hit that like button and make sure that you subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel thus far, we are on every single day. Every day. All right, so make sure y'all subscribe to the channel and make sure y'all share this show. You know what I'm saying? We was getting it in. All right. Number one out the box, Anisha Robinson Keys. Happy birthday to you, Anisha. And also Chantel Barbiana. Happy birthday to you, Chantel Barbiana. And Wendy McIntyre turning 45 years old today. No relation. Wendy McIntyre. You know what I mean? Turning 44. She got a 45. Y'all. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah. Go here, Wendy and Chantel K. Nelson. Happy birthday to you, Shantae. And Maranatha Pierre. Happy birthday to you. Turning 26 years old today. Do the damn thing, youngin'. And Precious Ceasy. Happy birthday to you, Precious Ceasy. And Shavoni turning 39 years old today. Happy birthday to you. Good to see you. last year in your 30s. Hold on to it. And Abril Osbornes. Abril Osbornes. Abril Osbornes. Happy birthday to you. Feliz cumpleaños. And Annette Elizabeth Page. Happy birthday to you. And she's raising money for No Kid Hungry. Happy birthday to you, Annette Elizabeth Page. And Monet Cash got the picture with her ass all up in the picture. She's like, happy birthday to you, Monet. And Shakinda, my girl, go get her, Shakinda. Be pretty and fly. Happy birthday to you, Shakinda. And last but certainly not least, my girl, Tennille Thomas, turning 36 years old today. Happy birthday to you, Tennille. I want to say happy birthday to all of you and anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious April 18th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up, but don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on, and do the damn, rock out, rock on, and do the damn, rock out, rock on, and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind, and anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, hey, yo, check this out, right? So listen, you hear what I'm talking about? Yo, when we talk about generational curses in the black community, black generational curses, there are some black generational curses, but we have to make sure that we are insightful enough to really know a black generational curse from just a generational curse that may apply to any race, any ethnic background, any culture. You know, there are a lot of problems in the black community, and we should be poised to fix a lot of those problems. We're probably not in the position or giving any effort to fix them, but a lot of them are fixes that we can make, but we have to start with ourselves. You know, start with ourselves, start with our family, start with what we can do. So many times we rely on the money and we talk about what we can do because people don't want to participate or because we're not getting the funding. But I don't think that we're paying enough attention to what we can do, what we are skilled enough to do, what we are knowledgeable enough to do, and where our efforts should lie in that regard. There isn't anything that I've seen on God's green earth that black men, women, and children cannot do. There are very few things that I've seen that we don't do better than everybody else. It's a little disproportionate to our community because although we may have a standout man, woman, or child that is a prodigy in a certain area, we're not doing enough to make sure that we uplift and bring the rest of us who may not be as skilled, but are skilled enough to be able to make it and make a decent living and enjoy the quality of life that should be afforded to each and every black man, woman, and child, and every man, woman, and child on this earth. But it starts with us. Why? Because we always getting the short end of the stick. So if you know how to write, teach somebody how to write. If you know how to spell, teach somebody how to spell. If you know how to do math, teach somebody how to do math. If you know how to interact with people and get people on your side, teach that. If you know how to sew, teach somebody how to sew. If you know how to drive, teach somebody how to drive. If you know how to fly, teach somebody how to fly. If you know how to work with money, you are financially astute, teach somebody else how to do the same. That's all you got to do. Because trust me, what you give to somebody else, they will give to somebody else. You've seen how people light up when they learn something new. It's like they have been born again. That's why knowledge has so much power. And it's the one thing that we haven't found. Money is not power. We give money power and we say that it has power. You know, we be talking about, you know, money is power. Yeah, you can pay your way out of any situation and you can pay your way into any situation, but it doesn't reinforce itself. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding always reinforces itself. It always gives back time after time after time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting time after time. So let's try that. Try small. Baby steps, baby. Baby steps, baby. Give them whatever you got. You know how to weld? Teach somebody how to weld. You know how to do electricity? Teach somebody how to do electricity. You know how to do plumbing? Teach somebody how to do plumbing. You know how to do carpentry, masonry, roofing, any trade skill. Teach your babies. Teach some children in the community how to do it. And you're going to change that community. Emily says, teach me accounting, please. Yeah, I know plenty of black accountants and black people who aren't accountants who took accounting, but you don't see them doing people doing people taxes for free. Some do though. Some do. You know, if you piping them right, they'll do your taxes for free. But you might not want them to see how much you make. But if you piping some of these female accountants right, they'll do your taxes for free. Teach credit and banking. I agree. All right, y'all, let's get up out of here, man. Listen, I appreciate y'all coming through. I hope y'all enjoyed listening to the show as much as I enjoyed broadcasting it. I mean, I had a blast. I really did. I had a lot of fun this morning. I mean, love y'all to death. And I resuscitate y'all and love y'all back to life. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. Thanks for coming through. We are here every day. We'll be back tomorrow about 10, 10:30, 11 o'clock, something like that. But during the week, every day is 7 o'clock. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 7 o'clock p.m. So make sure y'all come through. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. I mean, don't keep the show off for yourselves. You know what I'm saying? I holler back at y'all, man. Thanks for coming through. All righty then. So we're going to end it on the Blog Talk side. I holler back. And then we're going to end it right here on the YouTube side, man. Holler back at y'all, man. Peace.